Question 10. But don't you believe in mutual submission? Which Paul seems to teach in Ephesians. Chapter 5. Verse 21. Submitting to one another. Everything depends on what you mean by mutual submission. Some of us put more stress on reciprocity here than others. But even if Paul means complete reciprocity, wives submit to husbands and husbands submit to wives. This does not mean that husbands and wives should submit to each other in the same way. The key is to remember that in this very passage, the relationship between husband and wife follows the pattern of the relationship between Christ and the church. Do Christ and the church mutually submit to each other? They do not if submission means Christ yields to the authority of the church. But they do if submission means that Christ submitted himself to suffering and death for the good of the church. That, however, is not how the church submits to Christ. The church submits to Christ by affirming his authority and following his lead. So mutual submission does not mean submitting to each other in the same ways. Therefore, mutual submission does not compromise Christ's headship over the church. And it should not compromise the headship of a husband over his wife. For the ways in which Scripture places parameters on the husband's exercise of headship, see question 36.